The opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Watson. That ball complete to Isabella. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Watson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Finding Harris over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The throw over the middle taken in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Working with his 2nd and 4. This is Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2. Love with it. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, Love. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Scanning Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Out of his end zone, comes in, and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Play fake. Here's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 3rd down, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's more on the return. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now in the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This fielded right at the goal line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the 50, it's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action this time with Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Love now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it? It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. 2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds downs after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Here's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now a throw here to his running back. Sanders shaking and baking. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
What we got?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Andy Isabella. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Love. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, going to the air with Love. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 2nd and very short, Love. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Love. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Love. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back to throw again. Again, he finds more. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Working with 2nd and 5 now. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Love throwing for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now it's Watson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. A pass underneath for Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, with the dive look that time, our defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Second down, back to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Draymond Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Love. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On play action, Love to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive.
He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Andy Isabella, an even 90 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on second down. Love. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Sliding out of the pocket. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Now he's forced out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To the air yet again, Watson. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 39. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. After that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is the